Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am on this marvelous Monday morning news and Jentel show by the Jentel lady herself, my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how was your weekend?
It was so weird. I was so tired the whole weekend and I had no energy to do anything. And then like last night, I was up really late and then I don't even know what happened this morning. I don't remember touching the alarm, but I woke up 2 hours late. I don't know. I'm fine. I'm not sick.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on.
Jen taking responsibility for being late, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean,
yeah, that's what happened. I mean,
I delayed it by an extra minute because I forgot to send her
I don't know what to tell you.
Just welcome to everybody. Yeah, you know what? Fuck Nader. Okay, he doesn't know shit about what he's saying.
All right, yeah, let's start cussing immediately.
All right, well, sure. Maria says your hair looks pretty, Jen. Moira says your hair looks pretty.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Moira. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Again, we're going to try to do, I guess, Jen, how long do we have you? Do you have to be out of here by 11:30 or 12 or no?
Let's do 11:45.
11:45. So we're going to try to get through the news, get through the Jentel, and then do as many questions as we can. Don't forget, you can always go to the front of the line for questions if you Rumble rant on Rumble, the Rumble side of the house, or you super chat on YouTube. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and get through the stuff that we usually get through here. Where am I? There I am, MikeBara.com. All right, for those of you, in case you missed the show, you can always go to MikeBara.blogspot.com and pick up all of the shows along with a lot of other stuff like lectures I've done at different conferences. That's my Ancient Aliens and JFK lecture over there on the right. That's awesome. You should check that out if you have any interest in that subject. Shows from the past, videos I made about subjects like the Calvine UFO photo, interviews with people in the UFO community, and an archive of stories going way, way back when I used to write stuff on the internet. I don't do that anymore. Now I just make videos. Friday update with the Mushroom Ladies. That's a great one to watch. And found out a friend of mine who I've known for about 20 years now, Lenka, who was actually my real estate agent who helped me get this house, is very ill. And nobody really knows why. It looks like some sort of immune system disorder. She almost lost her baby when she was pregnant. And I'm trying to get her hooked up with Diana the Mushroom Ladies. So we're going to try to get her healed and see if we can get her through that. So again, don't forget to pay attention to, well, I may as well go to it right away, the Mushroom Ladies over there at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of holistic mushroom-based supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, and yourself. Hit the shop now button, slide on in there. They've got great products for dogs. I've got Barkley on everything. I've got him on the Mojos, the Mush Puppies Plus, the Special Sauce. The Mojos are great liver-based treats, all kinds of cool stuff. I've got my kitties on the Special Sauce, the Sequoia Premium Turkey Entree Cat Food. They really like it. And, you know, I'm trying to get Miss Fluffy Muffy to eat it. She's eating a little bit of the Special Sauce, not a lot. But I don't care as long as she eats some of it and the other kitties are coming along. I wish Seabass would get into it, but they got Chill Doggies for the dogs. That's a great product for if you have a high-strung dog like I do, like Barkley. Mush Ponies for horses and donkeys. Also for large dogs, Black Labs, that kind of thing. Greyhounds, you can give them the Mush Ponies. They work great for dogs. And the Enforce line of products for human consumption. The Enforce Plus, Immune System Booster. Enforce Clarity for brain function. Enforce Restore for organs and blood pressure and blood sugar. Enforce Shield for basically just all kinds of reinforcement of basic body systems. You got gummies for kids. We've got chocolates. We've got coffee. We've got starter packs. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. Links in the description to all this stuff. Wonderful people, wonderful products. They work wonders, and hopefully I can get some in Lenka's hands, and she can start feeling better very soon. So I just was saying, I posted, we should have lunch sometime. It's been a year since we had lunch, and she texted me back that she's not feeling well at all. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at the CBD Gurus at thecbdgurus.com, where Matt and Lucas can get you all kinds of CBD-based products for your health and for your pet's health. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, no capital A, no S on the end, just ALIEN. And not only will you get wholesale prices on the products, but you'll be getting 5,000 dinar, 10 million bolivar, 50,000 dong, along with your orders, depending on the size. They've got stuff like the regular CBD Gurus, sleep gummies, the brand new products like the soft gels, the orange gummies, blueberry, blackberry, blueberry, orange, lemon, cool stuff. The lion's mane, turkey tail, the lotion 2000, great stuff for your skin. All kinds of cool stuff on special over at the cbdgurus.com. And also, please don't forget to hit our other wonderful folks that we work with, the folks over at LifeWave, where you can get the LifeWave patches. These are really interesting stuff. I've got about 7 or 8 testimonials now, including my own, that these things work incredibly well. You've got the X39 basic starter pack, which basically uses the theory of photometry. I don't know what it is, but it bounces back your own infrared emissions into your body, helps stimulate some stem cell growth. You feel better, you look better. I'm on the SP6 and the X39. My blood work is great. I've lost 12 pounds. They also have the performance bundle for the X39 and X49 combined. The SP6 is great for hormone balancing and for weight loss. And then they've got products for all kinds of other things: energy enhancers, Silent Night for sleeping, Ice Wave for pain management. They've got different packs of these things that go together. Skin regeneration. It's great stuff. I'm going to do another show with Michael Jaco soon here to use these products. Phototherapy. It's an incredible technology. It's based on military stuff. People swear by it. I have, like I said, 7 or 8 friends now with great stories to tell on that stuff. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfalah.com today?
Well, if you'd like a reading or a healing or with me, or if you'd like to get my classes, reach Susan Gretz or Marcy Howell, you can go to jenniferfalah.com.
Ooh, whoops.
And go there. I have 2 websites because the things that don't need to be scheduled are on this one, and the other things that you would like to schedule yourself are on philosophy.com. At philosophy.com, there are new readings posted. Click the blue button to book a reading. There's a list. I do have availability this week and next. So you're going to want to get in there and get the time slots before they're gone. It is a rare occurrence that I have open time slots within 3 weeks. So things have been slow in that area. So get on over to jenniferfalah.com or philosophy.com and book a reading today.
There you go. Also, Jen and I are going to be at the Alien Event / Biomed Expo coming up in September 12th, 13th, and 14th. It'll be awesome. We're going to be there hanging out for the weekend. Jen's going to be there on Saturday, the 13th. Going to set up a table for her. She's going to be doing readings. 15-minute readings or something, Jen? Quick 15-minute
I'm
readings?
not quite sure. It's probably 5 if there's a line.
Okay.
But I'm going to be doing medical evaluation readings and then a quick healings.
Right. And there's a banquet coming up that night. Later that night, there is going to be a little bit of a dance party after that. It's all at the Alexis Park Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada on Harmon Street, just off the strip, right around the corner from the MGM Grand. And if you go on and hit get tickets, you can get 50% off 2-for-1 tickets with the discount code 50 at checkout. Just 50 at checkout, 50, and come on down. It'll be a complete blast. Also, completely forgot one other thing is to let everybody know that over on the Rumble side of the house, you can hit the subscribe button and subscribe for a mere $5 a month, which is the best way to help the show. Jen, why is this playing? Okay, let's get it caught up. For a mere $5 a month, you can subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button at the bottom. And you can also do a Rumble rant. For any amount, hit the little $sign, give us a Rumble rant. And those who subscribe and Rumble rant, you go to the top of the list. Your questions get answered first when it comes to question and answer time. The same thing applies over on the YouTube side with super chats. So by all means, get on in there, do that stuff, and let's hit it. All right, let's do the news, which is what, well, I don't think everybody's here for the news. They're here for the news and the Jentel, which is the next two things you're going to get. All right. Let me give you the news that I can give you today. Everybody's saying Tuesday. Bruce on Thursday said Tuesday. Wolvie has alluded to Tuesday. Other people have said Tuesday. Everybody says they think this thing is likely to go Tuesday. I have not heard anything that conflicts with that. There is some information that it may have something to do with a peace agreement today on the Russia-Ukraine war. However, that's okay. Jen's nodding. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's what
I don't know. You'll see how they connect with the Jentel.
Okay. If we get that, I think our chances dramatically increase that it goes this week. Absolutely goes this week. There is nothing financially holding this back at this point. Every possible financial aspect of this has been completed. It's ready to go. Timing is all set. Everyone is ready to roll. Now, if they have to delay again for some reason, that could get reset for another couple of days or another couple of hours. But as things stand now, everything looks really good and everything is done on the financial side. Now, for those who think this is just a financial event and geopolitics has nothing to do with it, I don't agree. I don't see how we can be at this level of completion and this level of preparation and not have it go through. So I'm expecting that we don't make it to Friday without seeing something. And I understand that if one nation doesn't go, another nation is prepared to go. So that's what I hear through the grapevine. Again, like a lot of people, I'm not under any kind of NDA, but like a lot of people, I can't say anything. Bond folks are expecting early this week. Now, I was concerned about today's meetings that are going on at the White House right now. I was concerned because I thought one of the things that could happen is the European leaders who were there early could come in and try to ambush Trump or pull the rug out from underneath him, which is that they say they agree to the format of a peace agreement, and then they get there and they say, well, no, we can't agree to that. Zelensky, however, was told, do not show up unless you're wearing a suit. Now, he showed up today wearing a suit, but not a tie.
Did he? I haven't even
a little tard, yeah.
Seen anything.
Little pipsqueak. But the signs are that everyone is in compliance. Everyone is ready to submit. Now, today would only be the day that they would announce an agreement. I believe the agreement's already been made a long time ago. And again, I'm going to go back to 2015 when I was told that all the territories Russia is now holding, including Crimea, were going to be Russian under the new Nasara-Jassara agreement. So if something along those lines is publicly announced today, folks, that's right out of the Nasara playbook. That's Nasara. So if Nasara is real, then the RV is definitely real and is definitely happening. And again, there are so many people. at so many levels on the financial side who will tell you that this is real, that we can't even discuss it. And I also wanted to add one other thing. A friend of mine who's going to remain nameless was having a poker game with some of his buddies, some of whom are emergency room doctors and nurses. And he did not bring up, but they brought up that they're hearing about these new technologies called med beds. And they don't know what they are, and they don't know how they're going to work. But they also said something about, well, there's this other thing called an infinity chamber or a millennial chamber or something like that we're hearing about in the hospital grapevine. That's called a celestial chamber. And Jared Rand has talked about that. And that's the one where they don't just fix you and age you back. That's the one where they can make it so you can live forever if you want to. I don't want to live forever. I don't think anybody does. But that's the highest level of technology. So apparently the rumors about the med beds are coming through the grapevine in the medical industry. So that's exciting. And again, that's connected to the RV. Now, last little bit that I want to get everybody to think about is Trump told everybody on August 1st, you're going to be really happy. Why did he tell you that? Because of these rumors about Social Security payments doubling or tripling, starting with the people in the most need, the older people going to get theirs first, and then it's going to trickle down to everybody. And then, Jen, it's going to be probably like what you said, which is that people are going to work till they're 55, and then they're going to retire, and they're going to get a really nice pension. It's going to be in their trust fund. They're going to have been accruing credit all along. I believe that's definitely on the plate right now. But keep in mind that Trump would not have said this unless it was going to be prepared to be funded by RV money. So yes, the RV was probably scheduled for August 1st, like all of us were saying, and now it's scheduled for sometime this week, which is pretty much what everybody's saying. Nobody knows the exact time. There are reasons for that. There are reasons they want to keep it secret. So I'm just going to remind you that it is not a coincidence that Trump said those things. And then the rumor comes out in the mainstream media, MSN comes out and says, you're going to be getting these payments. Oh, it's just an internet rumor. Yeah, it's an internet rumor, but it's an internet rumor with a basis in reality. What they're waiting for is for it to be funded by the RV. Hopefully, we're very, very close to that. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff I wish I could tell you. I've been asked not to, so I'm not. So I apologize for the extremely vague news segment, but that's what I have to. That's what I have to do today. All I can say is, Jen, hoping to be going to the Porsche dealer sometime next weekend. So,
well, yes,
we shall see.
You and the rest of us.
Now, Jen, for her meditations, is going to tell you what's going on in the Jentel as soon as I can figure out how to put her Jentel banner up. There it is. All right. Go.
Good morning. This is Jentel for 8/18/25. Interdimensional meditation, 6th level of heaven, Jesus and the Archangel team. RV News. Michael spoke, and I just wrote down what he said. The time is near for the global transition. Zelensky's visit will free monies in play. The cord is broken. Vietnam and Iraq race for the first position. Only one can win. Iraq wins. Morning announcement. The world is threatening to go without Iraq. This is strategic. No more delays. Okay, just on a side note, I've been in this weird, tired, I don't know if I'm coming down something, and really haven't been talking to anybody, retreated into hermit mode this weekend. So I didn't really hear all the rumors that he's talking about. This is why I'm smiling, because this is cool. Coming in the news. Pacific Rim, loud noises. Pretty cryptic with the coming in the news, okay? second bullet point, offshore cataclysm. I don't know if that word is correct. Do not freak out. That's a pretty serious word there. Yeah, okay.
Cataclysm. Yeah, just a little serious.
It took me a while to write that down. I'm like, are you sure? Cataclysm? I mean, or something that sounds like that. Okay. I don't know. Patrolling the skies in the USA. I believe it was in the USA. I see possibly military planes in the skies in the USA. Okay. New lease agreements. Now, this is what you're going to love because of what you were talking about in your news update. Twice the income. I didn't write down Social Security, but I assume that's what they were talking about. Now, I want you to know that, excuse me, I've got a hair that keeps tickling my nose. In the news, I don't ask any questions. I just receive. Okay, so it's random. This one took a while to write down. I'm not sure if I got it right. No need to seize resources or assets. No need to seize resources or assets. I don't know what that is spelled. And then the last one is the final countdown to peace. Now, for those who wait for the written Jentel notes to post, my dear friend who does that for me, who types it up, is busy today, so it may be later in the day before you see that on Telegram. Last night, I did a impromptu chat with Donnie from RPRN chat, Donnie, on Telegram, and we just started talking. And so I kind of laid out what I thought was happening right now. I don't have any confirmation on it. All of it came from the angels the day before. I don't have any, human contact sending me information about what's going on in the inside. Do not send anybody to my door. But this is awfully interesting about what we got in the RV news. I really did just try to listen to Michael today. It's coming through my human filter, just like all predictions are. So let's see what happens with this. But it's an interesting Jentel for today. If you'd like to listen to that chat, it'll explain a little bit more about the Vietnam and Iraq thing. You can go to Philosophy on Telegram. It's posted there. Or it's posted in various places. But it was the chat from last night with Donnie and I on RPRN chat. I'm hoping I'm getting that correct. I always switch the letters around. I don't. Yeah,
it is RPRN. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping I'm not dyslexic. I don't really think so.
Pretty sure.
It's kind of something's going on lately. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I slept through the alarm. I don't know what the hell's going on. Also, on an energetic level, there's a lot going on with the Schumann resonance. Has anybody been keeping track of that? So I asked the chat last night if everybody's been tired or just like no energy, no drive, nothing this weekend. And there was far too many people that said yes. I don't know if it's because of the hurricanes coming or if it's because of that. But just be gentle with yourself. I mean, if you're feeling that, you're probably not dying.
Yeah, hurricanes and earthquakes are associated with each other and with electrical discharges, electrical storms, which is weird, but it is true. And it's not something accepted by science yet, but it is a fact. So, and that also is going to affect human consciousness and human physicality, because we are transmitting electrical signals at all times. So if there's something going on with the electricity, then obviously, yeah, it's going to affect people. And you're going to feel it. So this stuff is not foo-foo. It's not sci-fi. It's real.
Well, it's really weird for me to sleep through the alarm.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours late, I got it.
You mean it went off and you still slept?
I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if I
Wow.
turned it off or it went off or yeah, it was
Wow.
set correctly.
That's crazy.
It's just not like me. I'm like, I hate being late. So,
Dr. Sarah says, I wonder how we're picking up on all the things going on this planet, all the insanities included. Yeah.
I think we're close to the end here, to the big transition. And I think that a lot of times when that happens, the negative energies and the positive energies are just conflicting, and it just kind of throws everything out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I have for today.
Well, it's pretty exciting. I mean, yeah, I agree with you. I think that the double income, is that what it was? The words double, was it double the income?
Twice the income.
Twice the income. That sounds exactly like what's been proposed for Social Security, for NASARA. That people will get twice what they were getting before. I actually think they should just set it at like $5,500 a month, tax free for everybody, and just say that's what you get because they can afford that. In other words, there's some people only getting $1,350 a month, so twice that will be nice, but it'd only be like $2,500.
Well, we are still talking about Social Security, so let's not get too excited. Okay,
so I'd like
there's
to,
a lot
I'd
of
like
things that are going to come into play later.
Yeah.
With NASARA and the trusts and the refunds of interest and all kinds of things. So
yeah.
As of now, if they double the Social Security, let's just take it. Okay.
Yeah. And the other thing too is, I didn't say this, but you said it, so we can talk about it. The whole Vietnam is getting ready to go first because they're sick of waiting for Iraq thing is a rumbling I've been hearing in the background as well, that they may in fact force Iraq to finally pull the trigger.
Why didn't you hear that? Because I did talk to Donnie about that last night.
Oh no, that was last Thursday or Friday that I was told that. So
that's good. We can keep that.
Donnie. Right. And by the way, Donnie, Donnie's a great guy. I met him at the Quantum Summit with Mel Carmine in March, and he's been trying to have me on the show. And I for some reason, he says he sends me messages on Telegram. I never get them. I don't know what's going on. I don't have him blocked as far as I know. I'll have to go in and check that. But I don't mean to diss you, Donnie. I just haven't gotten around to it. I just haven't seen the messages in time to go, oh, yeah, I'll go on with you. Because I would. But the other thing, too, is lately I've been told to shut the F up. So it's not like I could go on and say a lot anyway. So, yeah. So that, the Jentel information, once again, kind of parallels the Intel information, which is good stuff. So I'm hopeful that Wednesday's show is all about how you're going to spend your money. What should you wear to your appointment? That kind of thing. Let's hope. But
we have plenty of time along the way to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to spend it. Just get it secured and where it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Take care of it. Get trusts and all that. Jen, do you think are they going to change the legal structure of money and finances? Like, is it going to become a thing where people can't sue you and steal all your property if they slip on your stairs and, break their leg? I mean, are they going to?
That's what trusts are for. And there's all kinds of things that you can do to protect yourself from that.
Right.
I mean, you can't stop people from suing you.
Okay.
But you can stop them from taking everything. And that's something that's already in place. I don't think that I really, that's a big question.
Because I think we dream of a new republic where you have this trust fund that's untouchable, that's held in your quantum financial system account. But I mean, look, if most of us, if somebody slips and falls and breaks their leg and they got $2,000 bill, hospital bill, most of us would, if we could have access to that money and there was millions in there, most of us would do the right thing and pay the bill for them. If you spill something on somebody else's suit, you pay for the dry cleaning, right? So,
well, unfortunately, anybody who has the money and people know about it, that's why you want to stay quiet about it. In the circles that you travel now, if you're going to have a home, where people who knew you when you didn't have so much money. Maybe you just want to kind of lay low in that area and not look too flashy. But then you can move to another area, an upper scale neighborhood where everybody else has money. But you're never gonna. It's never. Nothing in life is an absolute sure thing.
Yeah.
You know, business, love, finance, anything. You just try to put, protection in place to protect you from something, like that, from somebody taking everything from you. Now, I believe the exchange will be calculated in fiat dollars, will be put into a treasury account, which in itself is a trust, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the new currency, the gold-backed currency. And when you take it out of there, until such time as we go through our in-country RV, it will be converted to fiat dollars, and you would have it in terrestrial banks. I don't think that it is really truly visible until you do that.
Yeah. Well, you hear these rumors that they're gonna change to a common law system where you don't need liability insurance and that kind of thing. But that'll be a transition. But I'm just wondering if that's really the case. Are we really going to try to transition to something new and different where we treat each other?
There will still be some kinds of insurance. Okay, as far as medical insurance and things like that, we're probably not going to need it because that's for people who can't pay the bill.
Yeah.
And if you can pay the bill easily, you're going to have a lot more freedom without insurance. Otherwise, insurance tells you who you can go to, what you can have, and what you can't have. I would say, like for me, I would still carry homeowners insurance, and things like that, possibly car insurance.
The home. This house was 30 years old when I bought it, and I got a Lenka, my friend, highly recommended you get a home warranty, and I was kind of like, yeah. And then I decided to go ahead and do it for $80, $50 a month or something. And I've used it 4 times. I had a problem with it. Garbage disposal, had a problem with air conditioning, had a problem with the dishwasher. And the hot water heater's 30 years old. So, it's really paid off. So that kind of thing, I think definitely there's.
Well, most people get, when you purchase a home, the seller will include a home warranty.
Well, the first year.
I've never ever used it, ever. Right. Every time I've gotten one,
and mine's great. It's American Home Shield. I don't resell it, but it's basically every service calls $100. So, I didn't expect things to go wrong. Brand new air conditioning unit out there, but it's been great. So there are some aspects of insurance.
Well, this is why you're going to have a financial advisor, and you're going to put things in trust, and you're going to have a lawyer and talk to them about that. We're going to have a period of time right after this, where we're getting everything set up and put into position and putting up those safeguards so that nobody can do that to you, slip and fall and take you for everything you've got. But the wonderful thing about the Treasury account is that it is in itself, I believe, a trust. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm not sure, but I believe this is why you have a different name on a trust than your personal name. So like everything that's in a trust is owned by that trust. So if somebody came to sue you personally, they can't take everything, and they can't take what's in that trust. They can only take what you personally hold. That's my understanding. I'm not sure. But a trustor also can be, we're not supposed to have any taxes, but right now we do.
Yeah.
And possibly directly after the exchange, you're going to have to think about that. So putting money into a trust and having it in the trust with the government, is going to prevent you from paying taxes on that. And usually you don't pay taxes on things until you pull it out of the trust.
Right.
But it depends on what kind of trust you have. And that's why you're going to get advisors after the exchange so that you get everything set up and you're safe.
And that's where banks are going to get their money out of you. They're probably not going to be able to charge you usury fees and things like that. I think they're going to make those things illegal. But you are going to be able, you're going to use those services, those financial advice services is where they're.
Well, everybody's going to make their money the way that they can.
Yeah.
Okay. The world still goes round. Yeah. Not everybody is involved in the RV. And if they're doing a service for you, they're going to charge you a fee.
But yeah, I'm
okay
also,
with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. And again, I'm going to hold back 50% of everything Me personally, I'm going to hold back 50%, just in case there's taxes that we don't expect, just to be sure. So, all right. Questions for Jen, just to remind everybody, must include your real name and the real name of the person, pet, or entity you are asking about. If you are a subscriber, $5 a month, or a Rumble Ranter over on the Rumble side of the house, you get to go first, along with the folks who super chat on YouTube. So let's go ahead and get to the questions. Let's start over here on the Rumble side of the house. And let me do this. That. Sorry, it's clumsy. I'm working on it. There we go. All right, here's the chat from the Rumble side of things, and we'll start with the Rumble rants. Okay, come on, don't do that. Do this. Okay, at the very top for jeez. Let me slide it on over here where I can see it. Okay, at the very top, Barb Hood for $20 says, the house on Blue Wave. How much will I pay for the house? Barbara wants to know how much it's going to cost her.
Well, that's random. Isn't there a listing?
Yeah. See if you can.
Just above listed price so that you can get it. You're offering a little bit more.
Okay. Brigitte would like. Oh, were you still working on that?
No.
Okay. Brigitte would like to know if you see her getting a job and is the money good? She's hoping she doesn't need it. Brigitte.
There is a position available that you could get should you need it, but at this point in time, what I'm getting is that no and no.
Okay, those are good answers. All right, Rick and Liz R for a $2 Rumble rant. Hi, Mike and Jen. I'm looking at a home in Burnett, Texas, on 29.65 acres. Do you see this home being the one for us? Thanks again.
I see big white square boxed moving, possibly I assume trucks coming in. I see like 3-rung fencing. Wooden fencing.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds like a nice little cottage out in Texas, or ranch even.
Looks like a ranch. The fencing looks like.
If I ever had a ranch, I'd name it the High Chaparral.
Horse fencing.
Just for the hell of it. Most people will not remember that reference ever. Super Dave, aka Pork Chop, says, I have a Jentel confirmed, but we'll post it on Telegram later. Oh, Dave, you're supposed to post it in the show.
Oh, just
by the way, Dave. Yeah, just tell us anyway. By the way, Dave, thank you for the powder for the heart stuff. It's hitting me with side effects, so I'm going to pass it on to somebody else who can take it without the side effects that I get. So I'm sorry, but thank you, man, for trying. And it just my metabolism is a bit messed up, and there's without a gallbladder, there's just certain things I can't have too much of, and magnesium is one of them. So it just gets me. Megan Anguish, $5 a month subscriber. That's actually Megan Angus. But okay. Megan says, hey, Jen, do you see my new book that I just released being a success?
Not without more promotion.
Okay, get on to more promotion. Megan, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking try some of these AI advertising campaigns. See if they work. Let us know. Linda Gardner,
link up in chat. Okay, admins. Megan Angus can sell her book in our philosophy chat. Let's see if anybody.
Oh yeah,
throw it up.
All right. Linda Gardening says my mushroom order gets here today. Will probably be delivered during the show. That's awesome. Flowers wants to know, will the war between Ukraine and Russia have to stop before the RV happens? No, but it would help, I think. Cool Raul, a $5 a month subscriber, says, good morning, Mike and Jennifer. Question for Jennifer. My fiance, Marcia, got into a fallout with her son, Jordan. It feels like it's about me. Ooh,
temporary. It'll be fine.
Temporary. Beth Costanzo for a $50 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Beth.
Thank you.
Hi, Jen. I'm trying to open a play center for kids in Beverly, Massachusetts. I'm going to go in front of the planning board tomorrow night. Is it going to go well? Best, Beth Costanzo.
That's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of red tape with that. Insurances, and so it's kind of a long process to get this done. I do think you're victorious. I do think that you do get it done. It's just expect delays from this, with the city and zoning or insurances or whatever. Just red tape.
Okay. Kel says it was a great show last night with Donnie. Jen.
Thank you.
Jill for $5 Rumble Rant says, do you or your crew see me in a med bed soon? Thank you so much. I appreciate all that you're doing. Trying to stall some slicing and dicing for the dermatologist and surgery. So soon is a good question. Any month on when Jill's going to hit a med bed?
I was trying to get something sooner, but it's probably about 3 months from now, total.
Kayla Marie wants to know if her remote job offer is a scam because it seems too good to be true.
It is a scam.
Yeah, it's a scam. Stacy for $5 Rumble Rat says, hi, Jen. Does my dad, Dave, have any messages for me?
What's the name again?
It's Stacy.
All right, let's see from Michael. Stacy and Dave, pretty common names.
Stacy Caputo.
Okay.
Caputo.
Now I can call him.
And Dave Maida, Maida.
Awesome. You need to stay. It's not time. So if you're thinking about some kind of move or something like that, it just wants you to stay put for now. There's time for that later. Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's real serious about it too. Not like it's not like a warning, impending doom. I never do that. Spirit doesn't do that. Your dad's not going to do that. It's probably that, maybe you should just kind of like, if you're thinking about leaving somebody or moving away, it's kind of premature right
now. Regina just told me I did have Donnie blocked on Telegram. I must have thought it was a fake Donnie. That's why he couldn't message me. So she reinstated him. Thank you, Regina. So I must have thought it was a fake Donnie or something. Amy, a $5 a month subscriber, says, hey, Jen, we're leaving for Clarksville, Tennessee Wednesday for a couple weeks. Do you see this trip going smoothly?
Yeah. When? Where are we going? Where's Clarksville?
Clarksville, Tennessee, and it's Amy wants to know if the trip's going to go smoothly in a couple weeks.
In a couple weeks. I think you just miss it. Yeah, I think we're fine by then.
Okay. Lucy for $5 Rumble Rant says, hi, Jen. I have a dominating on-off friend, Terry, looking to move into my new community. Will she be successful and cause havoc with my current friends and community? Thank you both. Lucy wants to know if her dominating friend, Terry, is going to screw things up in her community.
She doesn't really have the power to screw things up. But she does create some conflict. Yeah.
Okay. That's it? We're done on that one? Okay. Beth says, I bought a couple of healings about a month ago, but haven't heard anything back. Am I still on the list? So Beth is just checking. You know her, Sammy Balone. Beth?
On the website, it does say that it's about a 2 to 4 week wait. I did run a special where there was 2 for 1 and got a lot. So yes, it is. The wait is a little bit longer right now, and you're probably still on the list if you have not heard back from me. I do have a list of people of completed healings that I have to email back, and so that's where we're at right now.
Okay. Scott Fowl for a $10 Rumble Rant says, Scott here, do you see me getting either of these properties? 1569 River Road, Yemassee, South Carolina, or 229 Joseph Kershaw Road, Eastover, South Carolina?
I'm not getting a hit on either one of those.
Okay, not getting a hit on either one of those.
There's what Gabriel just said. There's a special location that's destined for you. You'll know when you find it. I really think you come across it as a suggestion from a real estate agent and not probably, scrolling or looking for it online on Zillow. I think that's how you find it.
Okay. Jackie, Jakki, she wants to know, will Cornelius the dog and I be moving to Mount Shasta? So Jackie wants to know if she and Cornelius are going to be moving to Mount Shasta.
Yes, I think you're in a condo, but it's a nice one. It almost looks like a penthouse kind of deal, or a big building that has long, flat, larger condos. Yeah.
Be careful, man. Shasta's a weird place. There's a lot of Lemurians and stuff live underneath there, and UFOs, and it's not a boring place to live. Let me just tell you that. Okay, Debbie, $5 a month subscriber, says, my brother-in-law Dez is in the hospital unable to walk. MRI is clear. Can you see what's going on? Dez is in the hospital having problems walking.
I need a connection here. Who was asking?
Debbie is asking about her brother-in-law Dez, who's in the hospital unable to walk.
So some nerves were damaged or severed. Jesus said cerebral cortex. I'm also seeing down something going on in the back of the neck, probably top of the back or maybe in the neck. The sensations to the legs have either been severed or are being interfered with. They'll find it.
Okay, good. That's good news that they'll find it. Heather wants to know if she'll be doing the project that she wants.
I think you submit 2 and 1 is approved. I'm not sure which one that is.
Karina from Sweden wants to know where she will find her tribe. Sweden? Maybe, Karina? Don't know.
I don't know what West Coast this is, but I heard on the West Coast.
The West Coast. Could be the West Coast of anything. Super Dave, a.k.a. Pork Chop, for $100 on the Rumble Rant. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Today's a good day, all, and I may be able to get to Vegas for the expo. That would be awesome. We want you there.
That would be
We've
fun.
never met you, so just get out here, and I'll get you in for $60. Ooh, so to say that I can do that. I'll get you in cheap, buddy.
Just get it
show
free.
up. Well, I'd like to get him in for free, but
just
I have to sneak it past the promoter, but I will.
Send me a message, Dave, and I'll just come to the door and just sneak in.
We'll sneak in. He says, Jen, if I can wrap up my dad's estate stuff, do you see me getting to Thailand next month? And setting up a UFO conference there, Dave?
Thailand's delayed. You have work to do.
Okay. Thailand is delayed.
Heard that.
You have work to do. Hopefully, Dave, the work is setting up all your trusts and corporations for your RV.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I feel like it was good work, not bad work. Like, I can't go because this sucks.
Yeah. After the RV happens, we're all going to be doing a lot of work. I'm ready to do that work. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, and remember now, have other people do the work for you. I mean, you're going to have to set this up and make decisions and meet with people. But, everybody's so used to doing everything themselves. that's going to change.
Okay. Beth M for $5 Rumble Rat says, do you see my mountain home being in the Banner Elk area or the Highlands Cashier area? So confused at which
Banner
part of
Elk.
Banner Elk. That's where you're going to be. Missy for $5 Rumble Rat says, do you see me fully retired or working less by October?
It's full retirement. Yes. As of this moment in time, people. As of right now.
Stormy says American Home Shield wouldn't pay for the Freon that had to be put in my air conditioner. Well, that's because that runs out, hon. You got to replace that.
Well, yeah, there's certain things they won't do.
They canceled them. I mean, that's like you're responsible for filling your car with gas. Your car insurance isn't going to pay for your gas. Sorry, it's just the reality. Dagny 50 Virginia, a $5 supporter, says my granddaughter's having a total spinal fusion. Ooh. Her name is Jillian Ryan. Her goal is to be able to sit up. Do you see this as being successful? I'm very worried. So Virginia wants to know about your granddaughter Jillian Ryan's back surgery.
I do think it's successful. I do think it will take quite a while for her to be able to do that, but she will in time. This is outside of the med-bed situation, of course. I do think it'll be effective.
Cool. Diane, $5 Rumble Rat says, my daughter Tori will be traveling for business to Tampa, leaving on Sunday, August the 24th and coming back on Tuesday, August the 26th. Will she have a safe trip?
Safe and well, returns home fine. Gabriel said.
Jan C for $10 Rumble Rat says, I inherited my mom's estate and I'm overwhelmed with decluttering. Do you have a tip for Jan? Have an estate sale?
I don't know, but I do see that you get a team of like 3 or 4 people that come in to do that for you. And you're walking around basically making decisions on what to keep and what not to keep. So I don't know if you employ some kids to help with that, teenagers, or if there is an actual clean out organization company that you have come in. But I do think that you have the funds to do that. Don't try to do all that on your own.
Yeah. Pamela for a $10 Rumble Rat says, about 2 weeks ago, my left wrist on the top of the hand only started hurting quite badly. Do you see what's wrong and any healing that could be done without going to the doctor?
What name again?
That is Pam.
Repetitive motion, possible carpal tunnel. There's also something going on in the forearm, Jesus said. You should have it seen, but there's something about repetitive motion. I don't know if you're typing or if you're doing something over and over and over again that is causing this. Maybe give it a break.
Okay. Florida Gal, I need your name, but we're going to try it anyway for $2. Hi, guys. Do you see us avoiding giving up our home to foreclosure? Who is us, Florida Gal?
Not. I love it when he does that. So I'm thinking yes or no, and he's like, not.
Not.
So I noticed that I heard him say that, and I didn't say it. No, you're not.
Okay. Shelby for $5 asks, when do you see my wife, Jonna, and I moving? In what part of Orlando? Johanna. When do you see? Shelby wants to know when he and Joanna are going to move to Orlando. Or she and Joanna. I don't know.
October.
Shelby and Joanna. October. Laura for a $10 Rumble Rat says, I just wanted to update you on my daughter's Social Security hearing. Peyton on Thursday. They want to do another evaluation of her. How do you see it going from the judge? Thank you, Laura. Laura wants to know about her daughter Peyton's Social Security hearing on Thursday. How do you see it going?
Well, I think they just need like an updated medical evaluation from her on file to say that it, as of now, everything is the same, or this is needed. So yeah, I think you're on your way to that, or being reinstated with that. I don't know what's going on with you, but it does go well.
Victoria, for $10, would like to know if she will be approved for Social Security disability this year.
Excuse me. Yes, but you won't need it.
Cool. Okay, Kat, for a $5 Rumble Rant, says, I would like to know whether my humanitarian project, re the city water reservoir, will be approved. Thank you.
I'm seeing walls up with this. There's something about you doing something for something that's owned by the city, or it's their responsibility to do it, and all of that. If it was private land, it'd be a different thing. Is it approved? I don't think so. There's something wrong. There's some kind of block there for that. I mean, I don't know if it's not approved. It's under conservation, but I believe that because I'm getting the category in which it's approved, so I think it is approved. But I feel like you come up, you hit a bunch of roadblocks when you're trying to get it done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Okay, $2, Gary Moore. You're not a guitar player for Thin Lizzy, are you, Gary? Because if you are, you're really cool. Gary Moore says, are there any messages from my spirit guides?
There's nothing else to do but wait. You're fine.
Okay.
Stop stressing.
Stop stressing, Gary. All right, $10. D from Georgia for $10. My grandson Jeremiah's 3-year marriage ended in June. Will he find a new love who accepts him and loves him, or stay single?
He's going to be single for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
That was a hard one. He didn't really not going to trust anybody for a while. He's going to try.
Let me guess what happened. Okay, Pay the Joe. Joe for $5 says, it's Joe. Do you see them charging the person responsible for my nephew's death? Wow.
They will charge him, but nothing's going to be done about that for a while.
Okay, RDR 1971 for $2. Just wanted to say, Jen, got to give you 100% confirm. Yes, the fence is the 3-rail white fence, and yes, a white box is confirmed. We are total believers of you, girl. You must have seen something about their new house or something, right?
Well, I was doing the reading. I saw this white box coming in. It's probably like a box trailer or something. It looks like something there, and then I saw the 3-rung fence or a 2-rung fence, but yeah, it's horse property.
Clara says, Mike, it was great to chat with you on your walk last night. Yeah, I saw you there. Also, Times Square was just evacuated. Some kind of cylinder found. Jen, like a pipe bomb, huh? Jen, I was thinking of your previous Jentel. Yeah, look, the minions are going to try to fuck things up if they can. They're going to try. All right, let's slide over to the YouTube side of the house and get on to the super chats. Christine Louvre. Jen, for $5, I have an extremely vivid, tiring dreams usually. Lately, I've had deceased family members in them, helping me accomplish missions. Your thoughts?
When that happens, first of all, you're overly stressed. Second, so they are counseling you on how to handle what's coming in your future and what you're dealing with at present. So I think that's legitimate. There is the energies are weird and off, and everybody's having problems with sleep and, tiredness and vivid dreams. I mean, we're energetic beings, and if there's a lot of electricity, a lot of energy, more than normal, and it's you're just going to have this happen. Okay.
Yeah.
But if there's loved ones connected with that, that is legitimate, unless you're seeing them in pain or something like that. That's just you working through something. Sometimes energies can trigger the release of old emotions as well.
Right. Yeah, I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. That was interesting. Tristan Early for $20 super chat. Thank you, Tristan. Says, Jen, do I make it to the RV?
Yes.
Good for you. Richard for $4.99 says, my name is Richard. My mother passed about 3 years ago. Her name is Betty Morphew. Does she have a message for me? Does Betty have a message for Richard?
Don't be late to your appointment.
Wow. Wow. Daniel Brown for a $5 super chat says, my company will be closing its doors at the end of October. Do you see me working somewhere new, or will I not be needing a new job?
Everything just seems to flow seamlessly with this transition for you. I wouldn't sit around and stress about it. You're going to be fine. Doesn't mean sit around and do nothing, but you know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't spend needless hours worried. Oh my God, what am I going to do? You'll be fine. This is kind of destiny. It's just everything's going to fall into place the way it should. Okay.
Nice. Any idea why Mark Z wasn't on this morning? Yeah, Mark flew back from the States, stateside. He was doing something this weekend, visiting family or friends or something. I don't know. But flying is really hard on Mark because he can't get up and use the restroom. So he gets extremely dehydrated. He doesn't drink anything for a long time. It's hard on him. He probably drank a gallon of water and went to bed. So I do believe I heard he was going to be on tonight. I got to buy him one of those little P-tube things like they use for the space program. I'll buy him that for Christmas. Mark, I got you a Christmas present.
Why would you say that?
So he can fly on airplanes.
Why would you say that about
so
him?
He can drink when he flies on airplanes.
I don't need to know that. I'm sorry, Mark.
Susie Q for $4.99. I plan on driving to Seattle, Austin next month, stopping in Vegas for convention. Hopefully it's ours. Will weather and the car cooperate?
I do think so. I think everything will be fine.
Cool.
There might be some delays. Although next month, I think we're good then. There might be some delays in Austin.
Yeah. Okay. Emmy Jane says, do you see Jeffrey Edwards moving in with Emma? And if so, when?
Really not getting an answer on that. I think it might be a surprise. There's something planned. He has something planned.
He has something planned. Sheila says, will I be moving to Perry Drive in September?
Yes.
$1.99. Well,
possibly late September.
Okay.
I'm not sure on the timing on that, but I do get a hit on Perry Drive.
Okay.
All right, I gotta get going.
Well, we just got a few super chats left.
Oh, Allison, that's right. I start at noon. And then we're gonna stop at 45. All right.
Okay. Allison for $5 says, if they delete the zeros, will 25,000 note become 25 IQD? No, that's in country. the banks here are required by law to give you the value that's printed on the note. That's the way it is. It's a financial instrument that cannot be altered. So no. April Anderson. Jen, do you have anything you want to say about that, or no?
No, I'm scratching my knee.
Okay. April Anderson for $10 super chat says, I'm here from Minnesota. My hubby Kyle wants to move somewhere like Montana, and I think I'd like somewhere warmer. Do you see us moving somewhere warm or on the colder side, or both?
I heard both. Eventually.
Yeah. Buy some place in Montana for,
I really think his heart's set on Montana. And Montana's beautiful. It's not always cold. It's cold winter, but depends on what
get
part.
a second place in Palm Springs, for the winter. Just do that after the RV. Salty life for me. Salty, you continue to not give us your real name, but we have good picture there. Jen, you told me we would close on 7123 Broadway on 826, but it would be complicated. Could you explain?
I just see this back and forth. Somebody wants something additional. Could delay the closing date.
Yeah, real estate deals can be complicated.
So I'm really getting on it.
Okay, Elaine Robarge just gives us $1.99. Thank you, Elaine. That's nice of you. Okay, Carolyn Michael, will I get the property at 701 South Ocean Boulevard or 526 North Ocean Boulevard? Thought it was a silly question, but I'm curious.
I think it's 526. I think I'm getting a I think it's 526. I see you writing it's on some form, writing your address down. It's not 701.
Okay. Laura for $10 says, Sister Margaret with pancreatic cancer passed last Saturday. Sorry.
So sorry.
Jen, when did you get, was David, Lucille, and Myrtle there to greet her?
Did I get your emails on healing as requested? I probably did. I cannot do healings to save a life, especially somebody at the end with pancreatic cancer. I mean, you got to get them to, I cannot guarantee to save somebody's life. If they are scheduled to go, they will go despite my efforts. And I have seen that time and time again. And I've also seen people given more time or healed. We just never know. But it's not fair for somebody to send me a healing for somebody who is possibly old and stage 4 and in hospice and do this healing and save them. That's not fair to put that on me if that was the case, or anyone else. David, Lucille, Murder, were they there? Myrtle.
Myrtle's such a great name.
Among others, yes. So, a woman came in to greet, I don't know if this guide or a motherly figure came in to get her, and then she stepped into what looks like another room or over to the other side, and that's where she was greeted by everyone. That's what it looked like to me. It wasn't this overwhelming hello, by everybody when on the deathbed. It was that she was greeted and she got up like waking up from a dream and walked out of the room.
Okay. Barbara Radolph for $10. Will I live in Henderson, Michigan someday in the near future?
No.
Okay. Mickey Seals for $4.99. 1905 Rock Springs Road, Kingsport, Tennessee. Will I get this home? It's my dream home.
I see papers being signed. There's a good possibility of that. I do see you getting a dream home, and I do think it's that one.
Nice. Yes. Betty Williams for $2. Jen, will I be moving to Texas in 2025?
I really think it's closer to the beginning of next year when you finally move there. You're going to have a lot of things to handle.
Before then, yeah.
So, yeah. Time's just going to fly by.
Linda got $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Linda. And Lucille for a £1.99 says, "Hi, Jen. Sorry for the small rant. It's not a rant, bro. It's a super chat. Will my appointment go okay?" Lucy.
It's okay, Lucy Lou. Will the appointment go okay? Yeah. Yes, it'll go as anticipated.
Okay.
It's streamlined. Yeah, it's easy.
Derek Fontenot, $4.99. Do you see me returning to work in my current location within the next few months? Will my troubles get resolved soon?
Well, work? No. But I do think he'll be okay. And will my troubles get resolved? There are some things that you put off that you need to take care of. All right. You're just going to have to handle them one by one and get them out of the way.
Okay. Bink says, "Mike, I'll be sure to wave at you when I pass you in my ZR1X Corvette. If you think you're gonna beat me in a race in a Chevy, first of all, that's not happening. Secondly, if you think I'm gonna die racing a Chevy, you're crazy too. So you go right ahead and go as fast as you want. I'm just gonna cruise around and look good. That's all I got the car for. So." All right, that is going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for all the questions, the super chats, and the Rumble rants. We will see you back here on Wednesday, which hopefully is a very exciting, fun day for everyone. I'm a little concerned, Jen, about that pipe bomb in Times Square, but
it's handled.
Hopefully, it doesn't lead to a cataclysm. Cataclysm?
I'm not the kind of person to put a word out like that. So, but it did say offshore, like out in the middle of the ocean or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could be just total crap with that. But that's what it sounded like. It could be something that sounded like cataclysm.
Sure. Because lots of words sound like cataclysm.
We'll see.
Catacombs? Hopefully it's catacombs, not cataclysm.
Could be.
All right.
I am doing a philosophy show tonight.
Okay.
On philosophy with Jennifer Pala on Rumble.
All right. Check that out. Philosophy on Jennifer Pala on Rumble. Meanwhile, thank you guys for being here. I will be doing the Mel Carmine forecast show in about an hour and 15 minutes. Coast to Coast AM tonight in the news segment. I have a very interesting news segment about a new paper that came out that shows that there were transient bright objects in geosynchronous Earth orbit before the space age, photographed on astronomical plates. Were they motherships? Because guess what? They were coordinated with waves of UFO sightings on the planet below. Pretty exciting, pretty interesting. Be back for that. See you then. Toxically Masculine Tuesday tomorrow. Philosophy tonight. See you guys then. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.